So first things first, I'm going to start off by taking off the rear bumper. Pretty easy. There's 2 screws on the inside of there. You can't really see them. 2 screws on the inside of there on the other side. Can't really see those either. Open up the hatch. There's a screw right there. Screw right there. And for the most part, just clips all the rest of the way. Alright guys, so what I'm actually doing is I'm installing one of these. A fourth brake light, and yes, it is for a Subaru WRX STi, a 2015 plus model year, and I'm going to retrofit it into the bumper of the Fiesta. The things you're going to need for this are a Dremel, doesn't matter which one, some cutting tools. You're going to need something to bond to plastic unless you actually want to make some brackets. I'm using Lexan to make the mounting brackets, some sandpaper to scuff up the area for the plastic bonder to bond to, some acetone to clean up everything, microfiber to use with the acetone, Sharpie to mark things out and or paint pen or whatever, and the light itself. So first things first, I'm going to clean the area and then I'm going to mark it out using the Sharpie. As far as marking goes, I'm just going to use my best judgment. This point right here is the center, and where the wires come out is the center of the light, so I'm going to mark it out using that. As far as height goes, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. It's not going to look terrible either way. Probably not going to notice whether it's just slightly too high or just slightly too low. So first I'm going to clean it off with some acetone. Nice and clean-ish. I'm going to take the plastic off. Okay. So I got the general outline of it. Yes, I used black Sharpie, but okay. It's probably hard to see the outline there because it's a black Sharpie, but it is what it is. Next thing, I know you're supposed to use painter's tape or something for this, but I'm just going to go right into it. I'm just going to break out the Dremel and get going. I'm just going to start out by making an outline. Okay. Test fit. Ooh, that's like. Take a sanding bit to it now. And just like that, the hole's cut. Now I'm just going to take some sandpaper, some decently coarse stuff. Gonna clean up the area. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rough up the area around it because I want the plastic to bond. Alright, so next I'm going to take this Lexan plastic and I'm going to cut myself a couple strips of it. Doesn't have to be the biggest strips ever, but I want it to be able to be semi-sturdy when I do it, so yeah. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2 pieces of Lexan and I'm going to heat up here and bend it over so that it'll have a nice flat piece to sit on. I only use torches for this. Just like that. So now that those pieces are bent like that, I'm going to kind of lock everything up again and make sure I can get where I want to be at. Alright, so once they're marked out, you're just going to get your map gas torch to work correctly, heat it up. And bend this guy into place, just like that. So I just cleaned up the area again where I'm going to be doing the plastic bond, and then now we're just going to mix up our plastic bond, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and they give you the nice little good. And then I'm going to take my Lexan, I'm going to rough that up with some sandpaper as well. Now this is a 5-minute set time or 15-minute set time, and a 30-minute cure time. Just gonna let those cure and come back. It's cured enough to where I can work with it again, and now I'm just gonna kind of put this in here and get the general area of where I'm gonna drill the holes at. Alright, so I'm gonna take my Dremel with the high-speed cutting bit. Should be big enough. Take one of the screws that they supply to you and get it out. That would be nice. Okay, size is good. May need to re-epoxy that down later, but that's fine. I can do that. Again, this is in no way like the proper way to do things. Besides the fact that that's not fully cured yet, it seems pretty stable. So. Alright guys, so I just finished everything up. I put the bumper back on and all that. Wired everything up, and just so you know, blue wire goes to red, red wire goes to yellow, and black wire goes to black wire for your guys' purposes. But yeah, so if you want to see it, it's over here working. And this is with the DRL function, so this is just when your headlights or whatever. That's what it looks like with it on. And then if I press on the brake, it'll do a little flash 10 times and then it'll stay solid. But that's about it, guys. I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for watching, and if you'd like to subscribe for more mediocre content such as this, please do, and take care.